Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing great. So what we're doing is our gluten-free beignets. Lovely beignets. It does contain an egg, so it is not vegan, but it is gluten-free. We're going to start with a large mixing bowl. Add 3 cups of Bob's Red Mill all-purpose flour. This flour does contain such as your xanthan gum, your tapioca. So what we're going to do here is put this together. We're going to add a little fluff to it, just a little bit of sifting with our hands, simple, just like this. I do have my oil. It is 1 inch of oil in a large stock pot on high because we want our oil to be at a high temperature of 400. I'm adding 2.5 tablespoons of potato starch. This is going to keep it from falling apart. All right. I'm going to do just a half a teaspoon of baking powder. This is going to give it a nice fluff. And then I'm going to complement that with a half a teaspoon of sea salt. So notice I'm putting all my dry materials in first and together. Put a dash nutmeg so I get a little flavor. And no beignet is complete without a tablespoon of sugar. You can use monk fruit sugar in this as well if you're watching that glycemic index load. All right, so I'm just going to mix this nicely together. Now, I have had requests on dairy-free. So what I did is I put together, you have almond milk, oat milk, soy milk, right? I'm using a blend of 1/4 cup of coconut milk and 3/4 cup of almond milk. Get it all the way. I have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and it's upside down. Bragg's apple cider vinegar. I place a hole called a well in the center. I grab my paddle and I get ready to blend all this beautiful together. Pouring it in the center, starting to blend just a little bit. Keeping it in the center. Notice that I'm not mixing the other part together. Dropping in that egg right in the center. Press down on the egg, break it up. Little dramatics here, why not? Pushing it clockwise, while stirring it counterclockwise. Now I'm going to blend it all together. My oil is definitely ready to receive. I've had that going for a while now. All right. So notice it's a little on the thicker side. So what I'm going to do is all I do is add to this a little bit of that almond milk. I've noticed I didn't add water. Some recipes do call for the water, and I am not doing that. Just to break it up. And another 1/4 of a cup. Blending it together. Making it nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Okay. And I just scraped my paddle off the side there. Going to grab my spoon. Drop it in drizzling. And what you want is that oil effect, like you disrupted the oil bucket. Your beignet is going to get very bubbly with the oil and float to the top. Going to get a nice golden brown. Since my oil is rather hot, I can tell you it is probably at 420. Let me flip this. Yeah, 425. So I got a nice hot oil going. It popped right up. I'm just going to pull this closer to the camera for you. Get that nice golden brown. Get my little spoon here. You could use a wire basket. I use, honestly, a pasta spoon because it can grab onto the sides really well. And I'm just taking it straight out of the oil onto parchment paper. That's what this is right here. That is your beignets. Let it cool just slightly and dust it heavily with confectionate sugar. We have in the center, if you notice, a beautiful, all these caves, and it just opened it up nicely, went through. So even your gluten-free beignet can taste like a gluten beignet. Enjoy.